Okay. So guys, the last concept that we have covered as part of our yesterday's session is about the switch cases, right? How exactly we are going to deal with the switch cases and all those things we have studied. Except this continue, everything we have covered in our sessions, right? We'll say slowly about this continue also moving ahead for now. And these are the basic concepts that we have studied till now. And starting from today, whichever the concepts we are going to pick it up, there are a kind of a bit advanced concepts. Okay, these are a bit advanced stuff that we are going to start from today. So the first thing that we need to start with is an inheritance concept. So we should know first of all, so what exactly an inheritance concept is and why are we using this inheritance concept too? Okay, so what is an inheritance and why are we using this inheritance concept in Java? So here, inheritance is a mechanism. Okay, it's a kind of a mechanism basically in which one object acquires all the properties and the behaviors of a parent object. So even the definition is stating that one object is acquiring certain information of that particular parent object. Okay, so let us see more details about this one basically. Inheritance means it's a parent-child relationship between a multiple classes. Okay, inheritance means it's a parent-child relationship between a multiple classes. Then immediately a quick question will rise in our mind. What is the significance of this inheritance? So why are we using this inheritance concept? So this is a useful concept of Java object-oriented programming language by which we can reuse the code present in the parent class in a child class. Or in a simple terms, we can see the idea behind the inheritance in Java is you can create a new class that are built upon the existing classes. Whichever the existing classes are there, if at all you want to build it a new class on top of this, we will be using this inheritance concept. A simple example for this inheritance concept is in the real world. Okay, in the real world, assume that grandfather and a father. This guy is having 100 acres of land. Assume that this guy is holding this land. So this guy, he no need to purchase the same land again. The reason is that's the property within his family, so that the property will be automatically transferred. All right. Legally, the property was automatically transferred. So they no need to buy that property again as one person in the family has already purchased it. Right? The same way here, the son, even this guy also no need to purchase that property as this is coming from his forefathers. So the ultimate point here is basically we are getting down this information from the property from parent to child. Okay, this cyclic chain will rotate. So what it will happen in the parent-child relation, whatever the legal properties are there, those properties will be automatically transferred to child and he no need to purchase this particular property again and again. The similar way, this idea they have implemented in classes and they are calling it as an inheritance concepts. Okay, and they are calling this a whole concept as an inheritance. So what exactly this does, the inheritance does? So in this inheritance, we will establish a relation between a multiple classes. Good. So guys, usually a quick question will rise in our mind. Surendra, if you consider a human being, the property is being transferred. What is there in a classes to transfer? Guys, if you clearly observe, within the class, you will be defining a variables or a methods, and simply we are calling those methods with the help of objects. Right. So we are calling the respective methods with the help of objects itself. So the ultimate point out over there is with the help of this inheritance, whenever you establish a relation between a multiple classes, then automatically you can access the information present in parent class in the child class. Whichever the information we have in a parent class, simply we can access that information in a child class without creating any object. That's the ultimate objective is. Using this inheritance, what we are achieving, a parent and a child relationship between a multiple classes. This parent-child, we can also call it as an is a relationship. Okay, this parent-child relationship, we can also call it as an is a relationship. Okay, so why we need this inheritance? On a simple terms, I can say code reusability. So I have defined the information in a parent class and directly I can access the information in my child class. Okay, for that particular code reusability, we are using this information. Perfect, done the deal. And then, so how exactly this inheritance is going to work? Do we need to use any kind of a keywords or a terminologies that should implement here? Yes, of course. So the answer for this one is using extends a keyword. We can establish relation between classes. Using this extends a keyword, we are going to establish a relation between a multiple classes. Extends is the keyword that is being used to perform this particular activity. So how exactly this extends is going to work? Child class extends a parent class. Okay, child class extends this parent class. Whichever the child class is there, it should extend the parent class. Okay, good enough. Done the deal. And here, this parent class, we can also call it as a superclass. And this child class, we can also call it as a subclass. Okay, we can also call it as a subclass. That's fine, done the deal. So let us go ahead and let us create this particular class and let us see how exactly we want to implement it. Okay, good. So let's go back to the editor. And here, I'm creating a new class inside this new class. And I'm naming it as demo parent 1. Okay, demo parent 1 is the one that I have created. Okay, so now what I'm going to do right now means in the parent class, maybe you are defining one method, public void login method. So I have defined my login method here in my demo parent class, login logic. Okay, And I'm creating a one more child class here, and I'm naming it as a demo child one. Okay, demo child one. I just created a class, and this child class contains a public void deletes system.out.println delete logic. System.out.println delete logic false here. So here delete method is there in a child class, and login method is there in our parent class. So here the ultimate point is delete is in child class and login is in parent class. So here we are just talking about the two different parent and a child terms. But if you quickly observe here, did we define any relationship between these two classes? So as said earlier, if you want to define any relation between the classes, extends is the keyword that we need to use. Did we use any extends a keyword somewhere to define it? No, right? As we haven't defined extends a keyword so far, the two classes are not in a relationship at. Okay, these two classes are not in a relationship. So where we need to define the child class extends the parent class. That's it. The child class extends the parent class. That's what the ultimate point is. Public class demo child one extends the demo parent one. That's it. So this is the child class that it's been extending this particular parent class. Okay, the child class is extending the parent class. As of now, we have a relationship between these two classes. Any questions on it?
If we execute this one, it's gonna print delete logic only, right? Isn't it?
No, 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 no. See, basically, parent is having some information and child is having some information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, both are having a different sets of information. So whenever parent and the child are having the same information, then there will be an issue that occurs. But as of now, parent is having a unique information and child is having a unique
Mm-hmm.
information. There is no point of deleting the logic as such. You got my point, right?
Uh, yeah, can we run this one?
Yes, so I have a one more small point, and on top of it, I will run this class. Okay, I will run this class, just 2 minutes. Okay, so what we have done as of now, in the parent class, I have defined one method. This is a login method. And in the child class, I have defined one more method. Okay, perfect. So the ultimate objective of this inheritance is child class can can access both parent class and child class information. It means, it means if I can create any object to child class, then the info present in both parent and child can be accessed using that object instance itself. Using that particular object instance itself, we will be performing this particular operation, guys. Is this point clear for you? The child class can access both the parent class and a child class information. Whenever you created any object to the child class, automatically the information present in a child and as well as a parent can be accessed. Get. So how you need to create an object? Maybe you will be creating a one more new class with a main method in which you can create an object to the child class. So this class, I'm not dealing anything. So in a parent, I just created one method. In child, I just created another method and I have used an extends keyword with my parent class. And on top of this one, what I'm doing means I'm creating a new class demo runner. And this time I'm creating this class with a main method, guys. This class is being created with a main method. So whenever you created a class with a main method, I can create an object. So demo child one space obj is equal to new demo child one. Okay, I just created an object to my child. And using this object, if you observe, delete is the method that we have in a child class. If you scroll down a bit, you can find a login method that's been defined in a parent class too. So the ultimate objective is whenever you create any object to the child class, automatically the information present in a parent class and a child class can be accessed. Good. Let me try to run this script. And some kind of a question may arise in your mind. You are creating the information, the main method in a separate runner class. Why can't we add a main method inside the child class and execute it? Of course, we can do that. For that particular thing, basically, we need to know one more small concept in Java, which is a static, that we may study either in a today's class or in a tomorrow's class. Once we are done with that, then you can create a methods and a main method in the same class, and we will try to access that information. Till we discuss about static, we can use this runner class as a separate class. See here, guys, I have created an object to my child class itself. Just I created an object to my child class, but the information present in a parent and a child, both will be accessing. obj.delete. So I just called login and I delete. Login is there in my parent class and delete is in my child class. So when I mouse over on a login, so this is what a void is, and this is from a demo parent one. If you mouse over on a delete, it's in a delete demo child one. And when I run my script as a Java application, the content got executed and it got printed down to the console too. The content got executed and it got printed down to the console too. That's it. Done the deal. So this is the way how exactly we need to deal with this inheritance concept. This is a core inheritance. What are we going to achieve? Reusing the logic present in a parent class and a child class. See, usually, if at all, in a child class, if at all I want to use a demo parent one, whenever they are not in a relation, I need to create an object to the parent class in this child class, and then I can access the information. With the help of this inheritance, I can easily access the information present in a parent class in a child class. The code reusability is more with this inheritance concept. That's what the ultimate idea of this particular thing is. Got it, guys? It's open for you. Any questions for me now? Deepa, Gayatri, Sachendra, Shobhan. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we can use only this way, right? Demo child extend parent, right? We should not using parent extend child, right?
No. A child class is going to extend the parent class. Okay, the syntax is always that child will extend the parent itself. This is the child and this is the parent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Perfect.
Clear.
That's the deal. And any further questions, guys? So the idea. Yes. Yeah.
So I have a question. We created one, parent class and one child class so that, and we created a relation so that the child class can use the methods that are defined in the parent class.
Yes.
Can you please demonstrate like how like child class can, use the method defined in parent class?
So here
like
if
we
you
created.
So this is the thing basically. So as of now, we don't know anything about a static. So if you create any object to the child class, usually a simple thumb rule, if you consider here Satyendra, assume that there is a no extends a keyword here, Dharmendra. Okay, let me delete these
Okay.
extends a keyword for the time being, and let me save this and let me delete this too. Okay, assume that we don't have an extends a keyword. So whenever you create any object to the demo child one, what are all the methods you can access? So whenever you are creating any object to this class, whichever the information is there within this class itself, you can access this information, right? So here only delete is the logic that you can access here. So without any relation, this is the way how this is going to work. Whenever these classes are in a relation right now, though this child class is containing the logic of only delete, but using the object, you are able to access the logic which is defined in a parent one, which is a login. So this whole concept itself is an inheritance, Satyendra. Got it? Without these extends a keyword in a child class, only the logics defined in that class will be accessed with the help of an object. Got it?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. If you compare in that way, you can find a more differences. If I delete these line extends, I can access only this thing. Whenever I place it this extends keyword, then whatever the information is there in a parent class, the complete information can be accessed using this stuff. Okay, perfect. Done the deal. So why are we using this inheritance concept? As I said, for the code reusability and method overriding to achieve these two things, to achieve method overriding and a code reusability, we are using this inheritance concept. Of course, we don't know anything about a method overriding as of now. That's fine. Slowly, we will go ahead and we will discuss that particular overriding concept as well. Okay, but for now, this is what the ultimate objective of this inheritance is. Yes. Any
Hi,
questions?
Surendra.
Yes.
Is the child class extends multiple parent class?
That we are going to study in the next few minutes. Sure. Okay. How
Okay.
many classes it's going to extend, all those things that comes under this inheritance types basically. What are all the various types of inheritances, which will explain you about whether the extends support multiple classes or not. This will explain. Okay. By default, Java supports three types of inheritances. One is a single level, multi-level, and hierarchical level. Okay, and there are a couple more inheritances are there, which is a multiple inheritance and as well as a hybrid inheritance, which are not supported at a class level, and those are supported at an interface level. Interface is an upcoming concept. So the ultimate point is, in a class level, the inheritance is supported only in these three ways: single level, multi-level, and a hierarchical level. That's it. These are the three things that can be handled using this particular inheritance. Okay, so what exactly this single level inheritance it does, and what exactly the multi-level inheritance it does, and what exactly, okay, so what exactly this hierarchical inheritance it does. Let us see a simple example. Okay, so let us see a simple example so that we can understand it. So there is a pictorial representation here. Single inheritance. The example, whatever we have seen right now, single father and a single son, father and a son. Okay, that relationship, we call it as a single inheritance. The example that we have studied as part of our today's session is a single inheritance. So it means only one class is going to extend. Only one class that it's going to extend, which we call it as a single inheritance. Okay. And if you consider the multi-level inheritance, so it's a simple thing. C is a grandfather, B is a father, and A is a father. Grandfather, father, son. So these are the different generations which we have. And if you are supporting the inheritance in this particular way, in a multiple levels, in such situations, we call it as an multi-level inheritance. So let me create a simple Java class to demonstrate you how exactly the multi-level inheritance looks like. So here, demo grandfather 1. This grandfather may have a method public void login. This grandfather has a login. Okay, good. So I'm copying this class and I'm pasting here and I'm naming it as demo father 2. Okay, in the demo father 2 or grandfather father, right? So I can name it as a demo father 1. Okay, okay, grandfather father, and this father is having a logout logic in place, guys. This guy is holding a logout logic. And finally, and we have let me copy this one, and we have a demo son 1. Son 1. Grandfather, father, and a son. This son has another logic, which is a create. Assume that this guy is having a one more logic. So the 3 generations are having only one logic. So grandfather is having a login, father is having a create, and son is having a logout. So these are the 3 logics that we have. And as of now, there is no relation between these 3 classes. So this is a grandfather, and this father is extending the grandfather. Okay, these 2 guys are in a relation now. Grandfather and father are in a relation. And now this son is extending the father. This son is extending the father. So it means, if you observe, son and father are in a relation, and the father and a grandfather are in a relation. On a high level, if you can see, all the 3 classes are in a relation itself. All the 3 classes that are in a relation itself. Perfect. Done the deal. So this is the way how exactly we can achieve the inheritance in a multi-level. So it means there will be one more layer. That's it. Okay. Maybe you can handle one more generation, like his son and his father, something like that. If you can add a couple more layers, that level, we call it as a multi-level. Only one person will be there in a level wise. So that particular inheritance, we call it as a multi-level inheritance. Okay, guys, this inheritance, we call it as a multi-level inheritance. Perfect. Then what is this hierarchical inheritance? Let me tell you a simple example. A father, one daughter, and one son. So here, same father and siblings are there. If you have a siblings, basically. Okay, so it means on a classes level, we can consider one class is there, which is a parent, and 2 child classes will extend the same parent class. Okay, the same parent class. If the 2 child classes are extending the same parent class, then we are calling this particular one as an hierarchy inheritance. Okay, this inheritance, we call it as an hierarchical inheritance. When 2 or more classes inherits only one class, then we call it as an hierarchy inheritance, guys. Is this example clear for everybody? What is a single level inheritance? What is a multi-level inheritance? And what exactly a hierarchical level inheritance in Java? Is this clear for you?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, so done the deal. And then, so the multiple inheritance like class A or demo parent extends, okay, extends the demo father one and demo son one. This is not supported at a class level in Java. So this multiple inheritance is not supported in Java at a class level. Java supports a multiple inheritance, but it is not at a class level. It supports at an interface level. That comes a complete different concept. Okay. Okay, good. Done the deal. So here, that's it. These are the different types of inheritances, whatever we have in a Java. Okay, single level, multi-level, okay, single level, multi-level, and a hierarchy level. These are the three different types of inheritances, whatever we have in a Java. Perfect. Done the deal. So this is a simple point, guys. So kindly rejoin the session.